Oh no. Can't believe I've done this. A video game in the Toy Story world. Wait, a lot of similarities between what? Verum Rex is its own unique game, or Verum Rex is the game set in the Kingdom Hearts world? Oh man. Who knew that war panthers were poisonous? Let's cure. I'm starting to get close to cure 3. Oh man, every single step in this room? Damn. And stunners. I bet they paralyze, don't they? They sure do. They sure do. I don't actually know what paralyze does in this game. I guess it paralyzes you for just the one turn, which is alright, I guess. Also, my evasion chance has not been that great so far in this place. Oh, gotcha, gotcha. That's interesting that they would do that. They'd have to do that intentionally, right? What does it mean? What does it mean? I still have my cottage. So if things go horribly, awfully bad, I could always just exit, rest up, and dive back in. I should have bolted that one. Mistakes been made. Nope, never mind. I should not have bolted that one. Maria's dagger really is useless. I probably should have bought her a mithril dagger. So she actually stands a chance at, doing damage. Not a lot of damage, but some damage. When I decide not to frivolously spend her MP. What's down here? Is there anything down here, or is this a... I don't remember. This is probably a bamboozle. God, she's already at half MP again. Crying out loud, game. Come on. Please. Why? I enjoyed Final Fantasy 15. I'm looking forward to going back to that. I had played it at release, and as I understand, they've added an awful lot to the game. We're gonna go this way first, I guess. Yeah? Pretty big fan of this series, huh? That makes sense. You spent an awful lot of time on it. We're gonna have to fight the Dark Knight here, and here's where we're gonna find out that the Dark Knight is Leon. Probably. That might not be true, but I feel like that's what's going to happen. This better be a... No, it's not a bamboozle. Not a bamboozle. You know, organically, I suppose theoretically, the time you should be leveling up mana would be like on boss fights, or fights that take a long time where you have to cast a lot of magic. It'll probably be... Alright. Just won't be leveling the spells up as much. Until I really am filthy stinking rich, and I can just chug ethers like it's no big deal. I don't actually know if that's ever going to happen. Hopefully it does. Gotta imagine it's going to happen at some point, right? Usually money scales that way. There's a different area that we didn't go to, and I wonder what we left down there. Do I want to run back and get it? That's the real question. Do I want to go back to that area and fully explore the last level? There were stairs that went down. Maybe they lead to the same place. There have been some pretty good stuff in chests. I feel like if there's a chest there, I don't want to leave it behind. It could be the next ancient sword. The Shade Bow. I'm assuming you cannot equip a bow and a shield at the same time. It would be very strange if you could. Just gonna attack. I'd be kind of disappointed if you could. Unless you're like Hawkeye or something. He probably could somehow wield a shield and a bow. Or have some sort of fancy bow made by Tony Stark that actually turns into a shield when he's not fighting an arrow. I remember in Dark Souls 2, one of the boss souls turns into a crossbow that has a shield attached to it. I think that's right. I'm pretty sure. I never actually used it, but I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Thief's Gloves. Gloves that boost agility. Okay, hang on. Hang on. 78% evasion. Marie's the hero. She's the hero of the party, so we're keeping her alive. 85% evasion. That is so crazy. That's so much. That's so much. Is that actually literally a dodge chance? 85% chance to dodge 2 attacks that come at her? So she gets hit, chances are... No, I don't. That's crazy. It's crazy. Evasion is broken. That's true. The hero does need her equipment. Now she's fashionably wearing a bikini and gloves. Because, you know, that's what fighters wear, I guess. The iron bars were forced open. It's the thief gloves that let us do that. They bestow giant strength. Oh, it's good to see you. I'm afraid they captured us when we came for you. Well, let's go. Hurry. Okay, what about Sid? Oh, Sid. I'll take the princess to the airship, look for the engine, and toss the sunfire into it. This biggie will blow up then, so I'll have my baby ready for takeoff. Yeah, you will. The bikini and glove look, huh? You like that? I think it's kind of weird, honestly. I suppose. But that's okay. Totally, yeah, totally wearing a bikini. Gus also wearing a bikini. At least he's only wearing the bikini top though, not the bikini bottoms. Gordon wearing a cape because he's a superhero wannabe. You could be a... Who's for you, anybody out here that's a Marvel fan, who is the superhero from Xandar? He's like or not Xandar, Nova Corps. He's like the... God damn, I can't remember now. He ends up being like the last... Is it Nova? Is that what his name is? I can't remember. Ends up being like the last member of Nova Corps or something like that. Does he have a ponytail? If I remember right, he's blonde. I don't remember if he has a ponytail. I don't remember. I don't know. I am super far behind on any sort of comic book lore. Although this probably would have been an older thing. But my memory on this, as like anything else, is not to be trusted. Yeah, the Nova Corps, they had like a star logo or whatever. At any rate. Furion's getting stronger. Why did Maria's magic defense go up? She wasn't targeted with magic. Okay, so before I proceed on, should I use my cottage? I'm probably still fine without using my cottage. Probably. But only because I've stopped using spells. Only because I stopped casting things. Gus hits so stinking hard. It's amazing that he can hit things for like 400, and then he runs into enemies that he just hits for 0. What's the worst that could happen? I mean, I don't have the best imagination, but I can imagine some pretty bad things happening. I still don't have a feel for when I should give up on evasion. I suppose once I start getting like one shot and stuff like that, I should probably start equipping armor. Well, right now Maria is the tankiest tank that ever tanked a tank. Before we go down those stairs, we're definitely going to memo save. Just in case the worst should happen. I know, right? Who needs armor? Armor overrated. Just run around with a shield and your skivvies. And you're good. Train you to dodge, right? We would be so good at dodgeball. 85% dodge chance. She'd be a dodgeball champion. Now the gloves took her from... Well, I guess it raises her agility though, so I don't know. I'm wondering if there's a cap on dodge. Why are there people walking around in the pipes? That's a little weird. She would be, it's true. Blind floor. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Ain't holding Gus back, or Gordon apparently. Blind ain't nothing. Isu. I could have cast it on everybody, but we're just going to cast it twice to try to level that up. Little bits at a time. This must be the engine that I have to throw the fire into? That's probably true. I mean, Gus can speak to animals, right? So he probably has a keen sense of smell and hearing like animals do. Maybe he has echolocation. I don't know. The way he talks, I'm convinced he's actually just a shape-shifted beaver. That's why he can talk to beavers. Because he actually lived the first part of his life as a beaver. There's a lot of dudes down there. That's weird. I don't... Am I going to have to go down there, I guess? Probably at some point. Juju. The ancient curse. It's the ancient curse. That little character. Is that, I'm assuming, a Japanese character? The one that little dances back and forth? That looks kind of like a ribbon, a bow tie. If it is, does it stand for curse? We're going to save again. New floor, new save. I feel like at some point these guys are going to attack me as soon as I touch them. So we're going to try to avoid all contact. Gus, that War Panther Destroyer. That wasn't bad. Dead? Not dead. Definitely not dead. Yeah, I definitely won't talk to them. I'm worried that at some point just touching them will engage combat. Definitely not going to talk to them. Oh, there's probably one in here somewhere that gives me the secrets to the Emperor's demise or something like that if I talk to him. Like a hidden one in here. If I was designing the game, that's what I would do. So, I'm going to come out in front of this and say that I know this is crazy talk, because this is a long ways away. But today, while I was working, I found myself contemplating what I was going to do when Final Fantasy is done. Like, am I going to do another series run? And if so, what series would I play after that? And I don't know what the answer is to that. And I really shouldn't be thinking about that, because again, it's a really long ways away. This smacks of when I touch these guys. Trident. Let's save it. Main gauche. That sounds like a dagger. A bow that can blind opponents. Dang. A knife that boosts evasion. I could do Dragon Quest. I thought about Dragon Quest. That's another really long one. I also thought I really want to do Suikoden. I was actually going to do Suikoden before I did Final Fantasy, but then I found out that Suikoden 5 is only available with the actual disc, which my PS3 can't play. My PS2 maybe works, although it was on death's doorstep years and years and years ago when I last used it. And oh yeah, getting a used copy of Suikoden 5 is extraordinarily expensive. So I decided to hold off on that in hopes that at some point Konami will put that on the PlayStation Network. I also thought about Breath of Fire. Could be fun. She's got a 99% evasion. Are you shitting me? Cool. Let's go with it. I like it. 99% evasion. 3-prong spear. Holy shit, that's strong. Do I put that on Gordon? I'm afraid at this point that I'm going to lose Gordon. He's going to die. Like, I could put that on him. But I like the curse. Werbane? He doesn't use spears, though. Whatever. Congrats. You get to learn all the weapons, Gordon. You're going to actually be a weapon master by the time this is all said and done. I mean, she's got 99% evasion. I want everything to try to attack her. Like, literally everything. She's just like, come at me, bros. And they can't touch her. She's actually in the Matrix right now. She's Neo in the Matrix. She's untouchable. Ice shield. Guarded. Okay. A Hilgigas. Die, Hilgigas. Okay, so does anybody else notice a slight similarity between Maria and the Hilgigas? Other than the different colored clothing. Twins? Separated at birth, anybody? I think there's a chance. I think there's a chance. Did Gus get hit for almost death? Juju. Well, Hilgigas are apparently immune to weapons. Holy fuck. Don't hit us, Hilgigas. Stop it. I can hit so hard against other enemies. And then I run into something like this, and Gus is just like, I can't do anything. I can't do anything. They're immune to me. At least we got the curse up. That's good. There we go, Gus. Well done, sir. Well done. Yeah, the cloning definitely seems to have some issues. Thank goodness I have mana on Maria. Jesus. Hilgigas isn't messing around. This is harder than some of the bosses I fought. Jesus, that's insane! This might be game over. Because I refuse to heal because, you know what, I want to get those mana gains. Yes! And we got Furion up. Well, Furion and Gordon and Gus should all gain HP. I was hoping Maria would come out of that with MP, but she didn't. Oopsies. Oh, Maria. There's going to be a boss. We're going to just go ahead and ether. She got a lot of mana from that ether. Dang, that's a huge swing. That's a huge swing. Okay, equipment. Status, let's see. Gus is at 76. What are you at? 89. Okay, so Gus. Congratulations on your ice shield. It might be a little cold. It's worth it though. Resistant to fire. 84. Titan's Helm. Well, I'm going to save after I beat the hill, I guess. Seems like a prudent idea. Now, the Gigas was hitting me a lot, but I only had the chance to dodge 2 attacks. So when the Gigas was hitting me for 1, theoretically that's because it was like attacking me for 3 and I dodged 2 of them, and 1 of them made it through. In theory, that's what that means. Stop. And now Maria also hits like a freaking truck. She's just actually like a one-man army right now. Everybody else is here just kind of making sure she doesn't get lonely. Now I'm here. I'm by the engine room. When I run into bosses like that, it really makes me feel like I need to have somebody else that can do attack magic. Because it's kind of ridiculous that when I run into these bosses, because that's been what? 3 out of the 4 bosses right now have been essentially immune to physical damage, and Maria does everything. She literally, well, although to be fair, I guess Gus did get a couple good hits in there. He also got a couple hits for 0, but I don't know, just weird. Maybe I should make... Well, I was actually expecting this to be the end, not another room, but that's okay. Oh, can't go this way. This is a maze, huh? Found a maze. Yes, she does need cheerleaders. Let's unequip our swords, unequip our axes, and we'll just equip... Sergeants? Are those the dudes that destroy me? No way. That can't be right. That can't be right. Are those the guys that kill me in one shot? No, okay, they're not. Ooh, those guys are purple though, right? The killer dudes? Arrows 3, God, that might be them. Let's make sure it dies. First. Yeah, the arrow 3 is what they cast. But they had a lot more hit points than that, though. So it can't be them. Or maybe it's just a weaker version of them. Berserk. I like it.